Money doesn't make the world go round. Speech is what makes the world go round. That is why past and present leaders across the world have been able to bring change and impact the world both positively and negatively through their speeches. However, these leaders could not have gotten their followers to act if they did not possess effective public speaking and communication skills. So as children leaders who aspire to become community leaders and national leaders, international leaders, and even world leaders, how important is public speaking to us? I am Mawuse Agbolosu Abla. I am glad to be part of World Speech Day 2023 as I share with you public speaking as an effective tool for student leadership. Now, what is public speaking? Is public speaking just standing on the stage, saying ladies and gentlemen, delivering your speech to the end and leaving? Or is it as basic yet critical as when that student approaches you with his or her problem? Or when you sit in the negotiation room with the school authorities to pitch an idea or a problem that the students are facing? Public speaking is this basic. It's even as basic as that quarrel that is going on in the WhatsApp group, and you as a student leader observing and thinking of how to solve it without making it become too big of a problem. Public speaking is as basic yet as critical as these. Make people have the preconceived notion that public speaking is not special, that anybody can speak. Well, if anybody can speak, that doesn't make anybody an effective public speaker. Public speaking, just like cooking, baking, graphic design, digital marketing, painting, is a skill, and so it needs investment. It requires your time, your money, and your attention, your efforts. You need to be taught public speaking because it's a skill that needs to be acquired. It is only when you are taught these skills as a leader or as a student that you get to understand that there are factors that contribute to how you speak that get people to act and rally behind you. One of the very important things you learn is that you need to address minds and hearts and emotions when speaking to people and not just their faces. When that student comes to you with a problem, an assignment, or with something that he or she is facing in her hostel, how do you address the heart and the mind? One of the ways can be being in character. You have to be empathetic. You have to put yourself in that situation. And when you do that, the way you speak shows that you care. Secondly, audience engagement. Once you start investing in public speaking intentionally, you get to learn how to engage the audience. Because when you engage your audience, students, your colleagues, you make them feel like a part of planning and in the long run, a part of the decision making. That way, it's easier for them to accept the decision and act to it because they feel like they contributed. They don't feel like you are authoritative and just standing, giving them orders. One of the ways you can do this is through questions and answers by storytelling, sharing your story with them and making them feel like you are just one of them and not a superior. Another important thing you learn when you invest into public speaking is how to structure your speeches, be it a normal conversation or that formal speech that you have on the stage. You have an opening with the hook that will grab their attention. You have a body and you have a conclusion. And in that conclusion, you can have a call to action that will make them think critically and decide to act based on how they feel. So sometimes your opening, your body, and your closing of a speech can help them to relate to you. And that helps you to address their emotions, their minds, and their hearts. When you learn all these through investing in public speaking, you are able to motivate change and build networks. And so to students who are aspiring to be leaders, take up speaking opportunities intentionally. You want to make sure that you're speaking at church, you're speaking at school, you're speaking at home, be it a conference, a summit, a group presentation, or a group discussion. Intentionally ask questions, answer questions. By doing this, you put yourself in positions to make mistakes where you can be corrected. And subconsciously, you are improving on your public speaking skills. Remember that as leaders, student leaders who aspire to be community leaders and then national, international, and world leaders, public speaking is one of the most effective things you need. So think speech, think effective public speaking.